Hi everyone. So I need to make sure that this is actually showing up properly on YouTube. So I haven't really been on. Okay, let's see. All right, it looks fine on my. Looks fine. So hi everyone. Let me go in the comment section because I haven't um clicked on the comment section since I've been here. So let me shout out everybody that's here first. Purple Royal says hi. Janet Shelley says good afternoon, Shakira. Good afternoon, Janet. And Taylor 19 says hello. Miss Goldie Robinson, good afternoon, Shakira Sphere and family. Up, up, up. Blessings, blessings to you, fam. I don't know why my lighting looks so dark, but it will have to do for right now. Bianca 27, hi. Simone Royal and Ansapa Jose, bless up. And Deborah Henry says hello, good afternoon. Diva Unstoppable, hi. And JC, hi from the UK. Hi. What time is it in the UK right now? I think you guys are 6 hours ahead. So it's probably like 7 or 8. Glad I'm able to catch you live finally. Hi, Michelle, welcome. And then Carrie Ann says, good afternoon, good afternoon. And Laureline Tullock. Hi, Laureline. You have my family's last name. That's weird. JC, 6:38 p.m. Okay, that's fine. Oh, so that's why all the UK people are in here. So please tell me what you guys want to talk about first. Do you want to talk about the Nzinga case or do you want to talk about Lady Saw? Which one do you guys want to talk about first? And Ryan says hi from Canada. Hi. So please comment in the comment section which one you want to talk about first. Violet Barrel says 139 in Canada. It's actually 139 here too, also in Florida. Bianca says talk about Lady Saw. Bianca says talk about Lady Saw. Patrice says Lady Saw. Alan says King. Lady Saw, Lady Saw, Lady Saw, Lady Saw. So we're gonna go with Lady Saw since it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 1, 6 to 1 now. So Lady Saw basically said that she is finished, and let me pop up what she had to say uh on screen. No, that's not it. So this is what Lady Saw had to say to all the Christians and non-Christians who has been coming up against me and my ministry. Congratulations. Me, I feel laugh, sorry. Congratulations on your mission to take me down. You've successfully done so. I've decided to walk away from my calling and will no longer be doing any preaching on any social media platform. May the Lord forgive me. So that was what she posted on social media. And honestly, my whole synopsis of this is Lady Saw literally felt like she was going to drag all the females in dancehall, and because she's a legend, because she's an icon in the business, a lot of people would have supported her and said that she is correct and she did the right thing, but she got a lot of backlash. And I don't think she was expecting that. I think because she feels like she's the first dancehall queen and she has been in the entertainment business for decades, she had the right to do what she did and drag all the females in dancehall basically. And she dragged them in a very disrespectful way. And I was not here for it, and a lot of people was not here for it. And a lot of people saw through the way she did what she did. I cannot for the life of me understand why you would want to do a song with Shensia and you think Shensia is pure, but you were friends with Spice for 10 years and never did a song with her. It don't sit right for me. And honestly, now that she put that message out is giving me victim. She's trying to switch it around and make people feel bad for her, and it's giving me victim. She want to play the victim card now. Now people are going to say, we do not know what mental state she's in. We don't know what she's going through. We don't know if she's having a mental breakdown. We don't know what she's going through mentally. So we need to be kind to her. When in truth and in fact, she's the one that started all of this. She is the one that started all of this. If she was truly committed to her ministry and her ministering, Spy Shensia, Twinkle, Aishana, none of those females would have ever came into any conversation for her online. It would have been done privately. So it's given very much victim, playing the victim card because a lot of people were dragging her for filth for what she did. And a lot of people saw through what she did and seeing that it wasn't genuine, it was some talk. I don't know if it's a PR stunt or it's just a stunt to get back into dancehall or what it is. But either way, she needs to make her mind up whether she's Minister Marion Hall or she wants to get back to Lady Saw or she's in the middle. Pick a side. You can't be dangling on the edge. Pick a side or be in the middle. Go do reggae. Okay. Create a new name, create a new persona, and start doing music again. Because it seems like she's in a battle with herself. She don't know if she wants to come back to dancehall, be one of those ladies that skin out her pum pum, or she want to be a Christian and appeal to her older audience that is also growing with her. And a lot of times when you're in the music industry for a long time, it pays your bills and it creates a certain lifestyle for you. And in turn, when you go over the church side, a lot of your money get cut in half. So bills can't get paid. Certain life that you used to live, you don't live it anymore. So I can definitely understand if she wanted to come back into dancehall. Cause me sure if she comes back, her bookings are going to be popping because she knows how to perform and she knows how to handle herself on a stage. However, I do feel like, as far as her coming back into dancehall is concerned, she would definitely have to stick to the reggae side of the genre at this point because she cannot. When I say she cannot, I mean she cannot relate to the dancehall crowd now. And I'm talking about people from my generation that are actually into dancehall music and actually into people that does dancehall as far as females are concerned. I don't think she would stand a chance. I don't think any of the people my generation and younger would actually purchase her music because we cannot relate at all. we can't relate. And especially because of what she did, it would be very hypocritical for me personally for her to come back into dancehall and for me to actually support her. It's a no for me because she said dancehall is disgusting. And that right there just did it all for me. Okay, you made a whole bunch of money from dancehall music. You still continue to get copyrights and all of that from dancehall, but now is when you want to cuss dancehall. You want to turn your back on dancehall now. Dancehall that gave you the life you live, made you who you are. Now you want to cuss dancehall. It doesn't do it for me. It's just like the reggae singers in reggae music, and I have qualms, and I'm gonna speak all of it today. I have qualms, just like the reggae artists that are in reggae in our culture that sing about black woman, and I love my black woman, and she's the empress and she's the goddess and she's everything in the world. And in music they praise the black woman, but when you see them on the red carpet, they're with a woman that is either mixed or racially ambiguous. Somebody will look like me basically, and it don't sit right with me. It's giving very hypocrite, and this is why I can't support a lot of reggae artists, because they're hypocrites. Sorry, not sorry. It is what it is. So I feel like Marion Hall is giving me that same vibe. She's caught between a rock and a hard place, honestly. And I wish her all the best, honestly. It's nothing personal, it's just my opinions as far as how I see this panning out and what I think. She's an amazing performer. She made music in a era that actually required you to have talent and not just have looks. So I can't take that away from her, but she did some stuff that don't sit right with me. And everybody makes mistakes and everybody deserves a second chance. But the things that she did and the things that she said, especially about dancehall and the women in dancehall, have forever changed the way I looked at her. Because if I'm being real, she used to be like it. She used to be like the it person for me as far as entertainment and music is concerned. Now I'm just like, boy, oh boy, I can't look at you the same. I saw a comment right here that, let's start with Anthony Beera says, I think she needs to stay where she is. You can't tell her if you going on. So if she want to come back to dance hall, she's gonna come back to dance hall, and nobody can stop her. She's made a name and a place for herself. The new name is Lady Hall. That's a that's an amazing name. That's a amazing name, honestly. And I feel like that would fit in the reggae genre also. Kai Tai Jail Empress says she's too old for the pum pum thing. You never know. Maka Diamond still out there do her thing. The angel still the out there do her thing. So Marion can do whatever she wants as far as I'm concerned. Cut in quarter. Ki says she was not embraced by the church community. No, she wasn't. And that's the thing. You turn your back on dancehall, you turn your back on the only community that actually accepted you, uplifted you, and made you who you are, and then you went into the church community which did not accept her and shunned her basically, because she had to basically create her own church. And then you turn your back on dancehall, and then you come and do this. It just don't sit well with me at all. And honestly, she didn't have to leave dancehall if she didn't want to. If she actually wanted to transform, she could have done that. She could have done that and done it gracefully. Okay, do our gospel, do our reggae here and there, and transition into an older model of Lady Saw, like the person said before, Lady Hall. Like, it would have been no problem. Everybody would have been accepting of that transition. But when you go to extremes, it always cause problems. When you're too extreme to one side and then too extreme to another side, it always cause problems. Lady Hall sounds so good. It does sound really good, actually. She could do reggae, I agree. And Kim said God will provide. She needs to put God first. And I agree. If that is the route she wants to go in, and that's where she see her life headed, she actually needs to focus on her personal relationship with whoever she got calls God and whoever she think is higher being for her. Because if she was being led by her God, I think he would have warned her that the proper way to actually criticize and try to influence people to do something is not the way she did it. You have to do it in love. And she definitely didn't do it in love. She did it in spite, actually. Kj Empress said the right. That's right. She can't reach the younger ones. Honestly, um, the younger generation respect her for who she is and how she paved the way in dancehall. But as far as relating to her and her music, or for me personally, if you try follow her up on social media, like follow Spice and Shensi and Twinkle and the rest of them, I wouldn't. Let's see. Angel Dawkins says Saul went to the church thinking Christians would accept her, but she is in a battle because most can't see beyond who she was. She's looking out about the same thing that made her famous. Yeah, very true. T Saw H says she's acting like an ex that say you hate him, but then go back because deep down you still love him. That's all. True. True. That right there. Anthony Beer says she get rich and jump out at it and jump in a Christianity, then get broke while in there, and then she a try jump back is what you're trying to say. Shakira, good evening to you and your house. Good evening. She a play hopscotch. And Andrea A says she needs money to match her lifestyle and she can't make that money in church. Honestly, she would need to be like a person like Kirk Franklin to actually live the same lifestyle that they live from singing gospel music. And I don't think she have the I'm not gonna say have I don't think she has the capacity, but as far as how I see her, I don't see her on that level right now for it to afford her the lifestyle that she is accustomed to living when she was the lady star. It's sad that as long as she was out, you would think she would change her mindset. Um, Not everybody when you get older, you get wiser, honestly. You need not be embraced by the church. Yes, I come as you are. Honestly, and this is why I have mixed relationship and mixed feeling where as far as church is concerned. I think one person asked me to talk about why I say, let me make sure. because I always write these things down in my next week live. Let's see. Yeah, somebody asked me to talk about why I don't think religion was made for Black people. And like this is what I'm saying. When you are a person like Lady Saw and you move from dancehall and you go to Christianity, you have to move your life to a extreme level. And this is why I feel like Christianity is not for Black people and it wasn't made to better our life and who we are. Because, quite honestly, if we go back to what our forefathers did and what their forefathers did, there was nothing about religion in our practice. It had more to do with spirituality and talking to our ancestors, and religion was not a part of it. So the religion thing always get me to a place where I'm just like, most Jamaicans grow up in a religious family, whether that be grandmother, their mother, grandfather, and I was exposed to religion at a very young age. I was a vegan for a good part of my life, I think 7 or 8 years. And I used to wrap my head up kind of like this. My shirt used to be all the way down here to where my watch is. My skirt used to be down at my ankle. I was fully divested and invested in religion and into what I was taught. And when I got older, good thing we never baptized, because I would be a whole backslider. I would be a whole backslider at this point. You ever make bad things sound joke, you know? Good thing you never baptized. Because if I did, Shakira would have been a backslider, just like Vegas and Marion are about to be backsliders. But I was fully invested in that culture and who I was as far as being a Christian is concerned. And then when I actually divulged myself into Christianity, there was certain aspects of Christianity that I could not understand and I couldn't get my mind around, and I could not accept certain facts and certain portions about religion. And quite frankly, a lot of the people in, I'm not even going to say my church, because also outside of my church that practice different religion, they rubbed me the wrong way, honestly. So as far as religion is concerned, that's a small synopsis of why I think like religion is not for Black people. And also, I don't care what you believe in, as long as you believe in someone that looks like you, who is for you and for your people, and you're not emulating what someone else put into your culture to make you subservient to them. So basically, you're not worship one white man, worshiping somebody that actually looks like you, that have your best interest at heart, and allows you to be yourself and be superior. You don't have to be subservient to another person and their image. That's some of the things that I had problems with. And there were certain questions in the Bible like, why? When it comes on to revelations and end time and the signs and all of that, I asked my pastor at one point to actually translate it for me and like give me pointers, and he couldn't. And I asked him why, since my grandma has been in church forever and ever, my great grandmother actually, and they've been saying that Jesus is coming for years upon years upon years. At some point it was 2001, at some point it was 2010, at some point it was 2020. The dates keep changing. And I'm like, I'm okay. I will pray to my ancestors and listen to them and lead myself in spirituality into what my forefathers did, and I will be just okay. I will pray to a person that I feel like looks like me and have my best interests at heart. Anthony Bera said, wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. I have a question. Who ordained her? I have no idea. She left after attending a deceased female artist's funeral. She said God spoke to her about the life she was living. Yes, and that was Jay Capri's funeral. And I think she did that hastily without actually thinking and establishing that transition properly. But when people die, it allows you to do crazy stuff. So I can't even blame her for that. And I feel like if she wanted to transition, she should have done so quietly and created a more in tune relationship with God before she actually come and broadcast it on social media. Now she have people judging her. It's just a lot. He'll establish you as you go along in faith and righteousness. Yes, that's very true. People should just let people live their lives however they wish. Everybody's acting as if Lady Saw killed someone. No one is acting like she killed anybody. She actually brought this upon herself because if she had kept her mouth shut and actually did give these girls advice in a loving and caring way, then she wouldn't have gone through all of this. And Messi Max said, and the problem with the older generation, they expect people to be the same, and we are not. That that right there, that that is the word. Okay, that is the word for 2022. I find that it's very true. Lady Saw is of that generation that feels like they are supposed to be respected no matter what, and they're supposed to get the respect. And even if then they disrespect you, you have to give them respect said way, and that's not how it goes. If you're disrespecting somebody, expect that same energy. This is not back in the day where you hear about respect your elders and all of that. It's not gonna happen in this generation. We are going to give you what you give us. You get what you give. Marion Hall, Lisa, I will keep the old music of hers, but I wouldn't go to any live shows because you showed us who you are with that video. Evil, judgy, and downright mean. And honestly, I feel like that the what she did gave her like a green light for all the older women that transitioned from being hoes when they were young and then gonna Christian now, turn Christian turn deacon wife no, gave them the green light to talk mess about the younger generation and degrade, demean, and bully the younger generation basically. Lady saw poke the bears, now playing victim. Yep. I respect her as an artist and her contribution, but not the woman. And this is the same here. It's the same here. She fooled herself, not God. Now the laugh is on her. Her space is taken up by a younger person now, so she's crying over spilled milk. When you step out of the world into the saved world, you will fight with demons. She needs to pray and pray. She needs to call on prayer words and plead the blood of Christ over. I think her is what you were trying to say. But if you think prayer will help her, then send the prayer warriors VR. I feel like honestly, when it comes on to people, are you alone can help yourself really. She realized that she passed them, no play with their 10%. The money ran out. I get it, but girl, you could have just walked back in and say, I'm here, and that would have been fine. Honestly, if she just said, I'm trying to do the Christian thing and it never did work for me. Okay, I'm ready to come back to my place as Lady Star. I'm ready to do dance all again. If she had came in with that objective, I could have said yes, okay. She come back and she want back her space. But the way she came in and did and drag Spice and drag Shensia and drag Twinkle and drag so many other people, oh ma'am. We are spiritual people who has been lost due to slavery. Yes, I definitely think so. I definitely think because of slavery we lost touch of who we are as far as spiritual being is concerned, and the people that are in our community that are truly spiritual and actually understand what it means to be spiritual beings, they hide because our world, especially Jamaica, is so overthrown and overfilled with Christianity and religion that they hide their spirituality and they hide who they truly are and they hide what they do out of fear of being attacked, out of fear of being mocked, out of fear of being misunderstood. And that's why I love the place where I'm at, where I can actually connect with people in our diaspora, whether that be Jamaicans or Haitians or Trini or Guyanese people that are actually spiritual. And I learn from them and find myself as far as spiritual because there's so many things you can be as far as being spiritual is concerned. Once you divulge yourself into that space, into that community, into that way of life, then it's a never ending cycle of you growing and being who you are. I feel the same. After taking on world religion, changed my mindset. I will say I'm spiritual. I love a lot of Buddhist teaching. Yep, Buddhist teaching is very real and true. I'm a backslider and I'm not mad at me. I saw I'm a backslider because when I grew up, I started asking questions, and I used to be SDA, and there you have it. I used to be SDA also. Jamaica full of STM, my dear. I came from a line of Maroons. My great 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 grandmother was chief priestess, but the culture was not passed down. And that's the thing. I feel like because our people were so afraid of who they are and what they were capable of doing as far as spiritually is concerned, that they didn't pass down those teachings, they didn't pass down our culture, and now we're stuck between a rock and a hard place because we either have to adapt to Christianity and religion, or we have to divulge and teach ourselves spirituality. And teaching ourselves and actually divulging into that world, it's a lot. And I can tell you from experience. What the funny thing about spirituality is when you start it, you think, oh, it's gonna be so fun, it's gonna be so amazing, I'm gonna learn so much about myself. And then when you have to sit with yourself and do the inner work as far as being spiritual is concerned, and you have to forgive yourself and do all the inner cleansing and accept who you are and the things that you've done, that is the part of spirituality that's hard, and why a lot of people don't do it. Because when you're a Christian, you can say, oh, the Lord will forgive me and I can just pray. But when you have to sit in your truth and sit with yourself and sit with your ancestors, like picking at you and picking at your choices that you've made, that's a whole different moral game. Christianity is a hard road to travel. Yes, it is. It definitely is. Your ancestors know when Jesus is coming. If they did know, I'm sure they would tell me. Have you heard of the Maccabell Bible? I have actually. Um, so this right here. Do as I say generation. The do as I say generation, and yes, do as I say, but not as I did. Constructive criticism is not in her vocabulary, neither is humility. No, it's not. I did not like the way she prefaced what she did. Let's see. Then I'm gonna transfer over to the other thing. It said if God really calls her, she should not be walking away. She's trying to see her through her walk. She is weak. Um, yeah, but it's up to her what she wants to do with her life. Mel just simple say, hey Shakira, I'm a black backslider too. I also was a SDA too. There's a whole bunch of SDA people in Jamaica, boy. As a Jamaican, we're under reading, and I hope the internet will help us see the world. I definitely do too. She better go ask the other man back for her dollars. Anyone who mingle in such things, just keep a next person down will surely get a beating. And I agree. I agree. That part of her culture, it's actually not made to do things to people. So as far as Obia is concerned, as far as the people who practice these things, is not for you to hurt people. It's for you to protect yourself. Actually, so if someone is trying to do something to you, it's for you to actually protect yourself. Our forefathers didn't practice Obia to hurt people, and this is where foolishness happens in our culture. That right there. Because they people have certain gifts and they use it and take it and do foolishness with it. What is SDA? SDA is Seventh Day Adventist for all who did not know. Where can you purchase one of those? You can go on Amazon, or you can just Google it and you'll find the book. Just came to hit that like and share. We love you, Shay Love. Thank you very much, Shay Love. Um, there's a whole bunch of backsliders in here. But anyways, let's get to the Nzinga case, because I really want to get into it and so you guys can see everything. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And so because I want to show you guys some video. So the first video I'm actually going to show you guys is this one. So that was the video that they released this morning after the DDP ruled. And I also want to play this clip from...
I was there sitting. I saw a young man rushing towards the taxi. He then came in the taxi and sit and I saw two police officers coming shortly after, asking the passenger what aborted the taxi to remove himself from the taxi. He did not comply, so one of the police officers came on and draped him. After draping the man punched the police officer in his face. They were there quarreling, and the other policeman came around there and said, okay, you know, come out of the taxi, I'm going to give you something. To come out of the taxi, remove his pepper spray, and he sprayed it in the car. I was there sitting down, a lady was there breastfeeding in the taxi. The policeman behaved as if he did not care about what he had done. So I came out. I was angry because I was there observing the protocols, having on my mask and everything. And you came there just to remove one occupant and your pepper spray in the whole car. So I was there, I had to remove my mask because I was not breathing properly. Having on a mask and being pepper sprayed, you can't breathe properly. I was there hyperventilating. And I removed my mask. I was so upset because of the situation. So the policeman claimed that I had disrespected him. And he behaved as if he did not do anything wrong. So I was there. They said they were gonna arrest me for not wearing a mask. I was brought to the police station. I was told that I was charged for not observing COVID-19 protocols, not wearing a mask. On the day of court, I arrived at court. My name called. I went in. I was told that I wasn't charged for a mask. I was charged for disorderly conduct. I was there. I explained to the judge what had transpired. They did not explain to me properly what what was going to take place. They did not explain to me that I could pay the fine of $6,000. I only heard when he said 10 days in the lockup. So one of the police officers escorted me downstairs where I would be waiting for the police officer to come and transport me to the station. On arrival at the Four Pass police station, I was sitting on a bench. I was then asked to go in the bathroom to stand up. I was asked to go into the bathroom. I was there when Miss Mitchell, Corporal Mitchell, had led me to the bathroom. She had a scissors in her hand. I did not know what was her intention, but I was there standing in the bathroom complying with rules or whatever they said. I was there and she said, pull out your hair, let loose your hair, young lady. And I was there at first. I didn't comply with loosening my hair. And I was still standing there. She said, young lady, you me say to remove the school she's from your hair. I then removed my hair. She started cutting my hair. After cutting my hair once, the scissors that she was using did not cut my hair properly. So she called for another scissors. So she cut my hair twice. Because after she used that first those scissors, my hair never cut as how she wanted or whatever. But she used another scissors to cut my hair. I then bend down and take up some of the hair and I had it in my hand. I was there and then she put me in the cell in lockup. I was in lockup from Thursday night. I was on my menstruation.
So that is how she said everything went down. And I'm going to say this. In our culture, it's very hard for women to survive. And I am going to be the first to tell you that I believe every word that came out her mouth. Every single word. Anytime Black women in general speak on their experiences, speak on things that actually happened to them, people always want to question their credibility, question whether they're telling the truth, question if they're lying, question if they got something to gain from them speaking on their experiences. And quite honestly, I'm tired of it. I'm going to believe her until she has proven otherwise for me not to believe her. She's going to get the benefit of the doubt from me until she has given me real proof that she doesn't deserve my stance. So as far as people saying things about her and saying that she cut her hair herself and all of that, me no want hear no hearsay. Unless you're saying that she actually used the scissors and you see her cut her hair herself, me no want hear it. Too many times black women have to live a life where they're questioned. Every move they make, every turn they take, we're questioned. Believe her the same way how you believe anybody else that comes and say that okay, then cut off me here. Believe her. I'm not familiar. Let me see. And then I want to talk about the full text that the DDP wrote in the case. um it says Director of Public Prosecution Paula Llewellyn, you guys don't know who she is, has found that there was serious credibility issues in reviewing the complaint brought by Nzinga King, the 19-year-old Clarendon Rastafarian who claimed her dreadlocks were cut by police by a policewoman while in police custody. DDP Paul Llewellyn today ruled that there should be no criminal charges against the cop. The Independent Commission of Investigation, Indicom, had also made a similar finding. And honestly, I used to really believe in Indicom, and as far as now is concerned, because they removed the person that was head of Indicom and Mr. Honest put who he want put in there. I don't believe anything that Indicom does. I don't support anything that they do anymore because they're not here to solve issues. They're here to cover up stuff and they're here to be a puppet for Andrew, basically. So I'm going to read the first one. It says, no criminal charges be laid against a female police officer in respect of the allegations made by Ms. King involving the cutting of her hair. We concur that the Independent Commission finding on this issue that no criminal charges be laid against the male police officers pertaining to the allegations involving assault occasioning actual bodily harm, who is the arresting officer pertaining to the charges against Ms. King for failing to wear a mask in public, disorderly conduct, and abusive language. We concur with the Independent Commission and finding on the issue. And the third one, is that the third one? Yep. The ODP recommends in paragraph 1 and 2 does not preclude Ms. King from pursuing civil remedies in relation to her complaint. The civil standard of proof is on the balance of probabilities, which is lower than criminal standard. This is being proof beyond a reasonable doubt. So Miss Paula Llewellyn want her to do civil suit instead of criminal. But you lock up people like Vibes Cartel and Ninja Man on reasonable doubt though. And you arrested and charge them and send them to jail in criminal court on reasonable doubt. Paula Llewellyn. Anyways, no recommendation is made in respect of the possible investigation regarding Ms. King for the offense of creating public mischief. We're aware that the police authorities have primacy of decision making regarding any investigation and laying of charges. So that is as far as I will go there. So that is what the DDP had to say. So Miss Paula Llewellyn said she cannot charge the officers because in criminal court, the burden of proof is beyond a reasonable doubt. But Paula Llewellyn sent Ninja Man and Vibes Cartel and so many other people to jail based on reasonable doubt. This is why I say she needs to come out of the position that she is in, because she has done her time and she has done more than her fair share of time as director of public prosecution. The only thing Paula Llewellyn has ever done is be a puppet for politicians when they are stealing and being corrupt. The only thing she has done really, and her highest achieving success as a DDP is actually locking up Vibes Cartel and Ninja Man. She not do nothing for people. She not do nothing for regular people seeking justice from the justice system. The regular people them at Jamaica, what she supposed to work for. Miss Paula Llewellyn don't do a thing. Not a thing. She take up for all of the police, them were corrupt. You take in who remember Chucky Brown? Who remember Chucky Brown? Which part Chucky there? Which part Miss Llewellyn there? How, how many here? Did she say anything about what Chucky Brown had to say in open court about what the police officers did? She needs to come out of that position there. Because she served no purpose and she served no good in that position. Jamaican people will forever and ever seek remedies to injustice with violence because of people like her that hold positions like her that do nothing to solve issues. Instead, they cover it up and sweep it underneath the rug. I hope Isis Buchanan, who is actually her lawyer, and I see people shading Isat and dragging him on social media how he just get a quick buck and run, not knowing that cases like this that Isat actually take up, he actually don't take payment for. This man is doing this out of his goodness of his heart. But I hope Isat actually take this to civil court and sue the out of that police officer that pepper sprayed her and sued out that police officer that allegedly cut her hair. Yeah, and honestly, let me talk about solutions as far as this is concerned because I don't want this to be a whole blame game and me not giving solutions. Paula Llewellyn needs to come out of the seat that she's in because she has done nothing for regular tax-paying Jamaican citizens that actually seeking justice. Who remember the man that was in jail for like 50 years for and he had mental issues and he was withering away, almost died in police custody. Oh, who remember him? Where is Paula Llewellyn? What did she do? Not a God almighty thing. She needs to retire from the position she's in. She done way more bad than good. She needs to retire. Stop being Andrew's puppet and retire. Give somebody else that position. May we fight with somebody else, please. She needs to go. We need an actual. When I mean actual cameras on these police officers, especially when they are in public. They need to have on body cams. These police stations need to have cameras that actually will corroborate or not corroborate evidence against them or for them. This seems too concocted for me. This team seems well too planned out for me. Something not add up because all of the other cases that the JCF them have been a part of has come in minces and pieces and people have to find them own justice. So how for Nzinga case just come cut and dry and perfect so everything line up like a ABC. No, me dear, me not believe that one, yeah. They might go fool somebody else. No, ma'am. Nothing me believe you. Me believe you. And I hope ISAT is actually going to take this to civil court. I hope he's taking it to the full extent that it needs to go because there needs to be some form of accountability. You cannot cut someone's hair without their permission while they're in lockup. Is not for you to do, especially someone like Nzinga, who is an actual Rastafarian, and actually practice that religion. There needs to be some form of accountability. So Paula Llewellyn needs to leave the job that she's in Cause she not do nothing for regular people, and that's why people will forever go to violence because them can't get justice from the system that is put there to protect and serve them. She need to go. There needs to be cameras in all common areas and facilities as far as police stations are concerned. When police officers are dealing with public or in public situation, they need to have dash cams and they also need to have body cameras. We've talked about this time and time again, and yet and still no one have set forth to put in any of these things. The cameras in the police stations, the body cams, the dash cams, we have said these things as far as solutions are concerned, and no one seems to actually be going forward with suggestions them like it the way it is. So me hope Nzinga and Isa take it as far as it can go and they sue out of them for everything that they own and they have. Because somebody needs to be held accountable at some point. Let me see. Let me go up to this one. Taj, Kai TJ Empress says, I believe her too. I believe every word that came out her mouth. Okay. King needs therapy. She went through at least three traumatic events as a teenager. There are multiple inconsistencies in her claim, refuted by multiple witnesses at different times. And that's the thing. People that are claiming that are witnesses, everything that they have to say is hearsay or what they believe she did. They cannot actually come out and say, okay, she did this and I saw her with the scissors and she did cut off her hair. If it's true, she never cut off, and police cut off her hair, she cut it off, you know. But I believe that, you know, when them arrest and them go jail, them go jail, so them believe so them they are hell. So you know, so them normally cut off them dreads and don't play with me with those things unless you can actually come out and say definitively that she did something and definitively that you saw her doing something. Then me no want hear no hearsay. Me no want hear what your things say. Okay, come with facts, come with evidence, real evidence. Not come with a chatty mouth at all. And all the people that claim that they are witnesses, I hope ISAT is taking down their names and taking evidence as far as who they are. And when they go to civil court, subpoena them and put them on the stand and hear what they say under oath. Because if it change even in the slightest, you know, say them either get paid for it or they're lying out their ass. So this is why I hope ISAT take it to court, because they can subpoena all the so-called witnesses that are there to refute what she said. I hope and pray ISAT they watch this so him can take some of my advice. My concern is that it looked like when they brought her in the station, she had locks. They are trying to build a case to support the officer. If she make up this story, she needs an Oscar. And that's the thing. I don't believe she's making up the story. What do she have to gain from making up a story like this? What do she have to gain? Because you know how Jamaican people stay. Once this a mixed up gone, then what? What is out of here? She have music she try produce, she have music she try put out there. She I try drum up some drama and publicity because she want turn big ass actress. Like she want jump into the entertainment business. So people kill me. Then bring her down to her lowest. Nothing, no leave for them say about this young female, and that's the thing, and that is the thing. And then they try to build case for about her, build it on credibility, build it on facts, build it on somebody that actually can go up, understand, and say, Missy R do it. Missy R cut off her hair. I know a police officer cut off her. If you're not saying that, then you're talking BS to me. I believe her as well until proven differently. It's easy for the police to cover up the situation and pay off, no, no, wise, and pay off witnesses to say that they wanted them to say. And it's very easy at Jamaica. I feel bad for this young woman, for this young lady. I feel bad for her too. I definitely feel bad for her. You know how traumatizing that is to have somebody. Me, I cut off my own hair. Well, Babe did. I asked him to do it. I cut off my own hair, and it was traumatizing as hell. It was traumatizing and it was freeing. But me can't imagine somebody me grow my long locks, and then one police officer take you up on her head and cut off me hair. Me no know. Me no know. I don't know. Me no know how me da react. Me da lose my mind. They woulda they woulda have me on dateline. Them woman who snapped because she got her dreads cut off. I too believe the story Jamaica still fishy still today and do not respect Rastafarians. The wicked female officer that cut off her hair should have been charged. DDP, no money, no power. And I agree. They prosecuted them. They did all sorts of things to Rastafarian. Look on the little girl with her dreads with a gas school, and the school said that her hair isn't appropriate. Like up till this day, they still have rules, laws, and regulation that discriminate against Rasta, and they also are the same one that use Rasta for promotion and business. So make it make sense. Sylvian's Kitchen. Hello, my friend. How are you guys today? Thursday, lots of love from Sylvia's Kitchen. Guys, big shout out to you guys. Hi, Sylvia's Kitchen. Nadine Linton says, I'm ashamed of the system put in place for our country, Jamaica, which is double standard, classism, racism. Even this is a disgrace to our forefathers, and I am ashamed. Mr. Bob Marley, a rolling in grave. Bless up yourself, Shakira. I love your sense of humor. Thank you. Jamaicans, watch all the judges that Andrew is putting in place and financial heads. And we are on the same wavelength. You know, see him remove the head of Indicom and put who he wanted to put. He reshuffled his government twice because this is not the first time. So people just don't be paying attention at all. I think of the young lady. I think if the young lady was lying, she would have said the officers told her to cut her hair herself with the scissors. Simple. There's so many inconsistencies. Honestly, if I feel like she was lying, there would have been some inconsistency in her story, because this story have been going on for months, and every single time that they've asked her this story, it has been the same. She has told the story the same. No if ands or buts about it. She has told the story exactly the same. To Gleaner, to Star, to Observer, to whoever have interviewed her, told the story the exact same. If she was lying, or if I feel like she was lying, I literally can pick up when someone is being ingenuine. I would have picked it up, and I can pick it up through text. I can pick it up through phone call. I can pick it up through a screen if I'm seeing you on a screen, and I let that lead me and watch body language. And from everything that I've seen from her, I feel like she's telling the truth. Exactly. They released that video to shy away from the real issue so people can look at it and say good for her cause she of her behavior wasn't right. And honestly, that video right there infuriated me. Because all that video is doing is perpetuating the narrative that they've always had of women, especially Black women. We are angry, we are vindictive, we are overly emotional, and we are not logical. She have every reason to be emotional. She have every reason to be angry. She have every reason to exude those emotions that she's exuding. Someone pepper spray her, somebody locked her up for no reason when all she was trying to do was go home. Every reason. And Black women need to have a space where they're allowed to express their emotions and express them fully without being judged, without being labeled as the Black angry woman, or the strong Black angry woman. We always have some title, some text about who we are and how we are. Indocom got their chance coming to be exposed. Just let the time play it. Just let time play it. Time to expose them. And I said it, and time will tell it. I agree. Indocom don't have any use. Indocom used to have use. Indocom used to have use. Emphasis on used to. Jamaica is like a comedy sequel to others outside looking in. I'm ashamed. Like, I mean, every bad situation is been done to. Honestly. Honestly. Because Nazinga's case, I take it personal because that could be me. That could be me right there. I could be going home, minding my business, and some overzealous, power hungry, authoritarian police officer come and pepper spray me for no reason because he was trying to get somebody else out of a taxi. That could be me. That could be my child. That could be my cousin. That could be a aunt. That could be me. And the funny thing is, people don't understand stuff like this until something bad happened to them. Them feel like they're above it or they not care because I know them. But until you have something happen like this and you need support, then you'll find out. Backsliding isn't a crisis for Jehovah. 7 times righteous man will fall, and Yahshua deliver him out of his trouble. You know, still talk about backsliding. I would be dead for trying to kill the officer. I used to have long locks and I cut mine some years ago myself. I'm still traumatized from cutting my own lock. And honestly, I feel like Nazinga is need therapy because she's been through a lot. Her interaction with police officers from the beginning is traumatizing, especially for a Black woman. Okay, we have to put up a front of being strong, of being this, that, and the third. But in real actuality, we're just as fragile as any other woman or any other human being. I honestly think she's going to need therapy after all of this is said and done. And me hope when it's said and done, I said take it to civil court. Cut my hair would have to leave the earth. Me cut mine. Jamaicans still don't like Rasta. My father is one and elderly. He recently cut his hair because when he goes to the hospital, eye surgery, not one will assist him just because of that fact. It's sad. That is so disheartening when so many other people from so many other countries and cultures respect their culture so much more than the people in that country that it originated from. Duplicate religion is not for one particular nation, it's for nations. Religion talk is over and done with. Jamaica, a country that I love, but them a sell out themselves. From them bring Bill Gates to the country. I see we were being sold to the devil. The video was edited. She could never be talking to herself like that. Them edit out the curse word, but they did what they did, and she has every right to feel the way she feel. Whatsoever she did or didn't do, all manner of ungodliness are forgiven, except there I fall and go with the religion thing. Seeing how volatile she was while in police station, I can't see her just complying. There would be some sort of struggle that would certainly have had some bruises. Where are the other occupants? Honestly, if you are surrounded in a prison situation with multiple police officers and multiple people of authority, and them say, take out your locks. And she said the police officer told her multiple times to take out her hair out her elastic band so she could have cut it, and she did not comply. Multiple times she was asked, and then she finally did, and then the woman cut off her locks. So, and that's the same thing I'm saying. If they are saying that the woman didn't cut off her locks, there should be somebody else in there to corroborate the police officer's story. Some other Sally, some other police officer, and I'm not gonna believe no police officer because they have reason to lie. Some other person need to come in and say, okay, I was there at X and Z time, and I saw Nzinga cutting her own hair. Not hear none of that. Only people that talk a whole bunch of mess. The statement doesn't make any sense. It contradicts itself. Statement doesn't make sense. And those are the reason why their police department do the things that they do. Jamaica government is full of crap. They are. Of a taxi, the mother of the child in a taxi would have surely complained about her child being pepper sprayed. That too. That too. Where is she? Where is she? Mel Just Simple said, what was the point of cutting her locks? To disrespect her. What's the point of cutting anybody's hair without their consent? To disrespect her, to demean her, to belittle her, to put her in her place because she was probably acting irate and um, angry because they pepper sprayed her and then tried to lock her up. So they were trying to put her in her place. I know Jamaican police officers, a lot of them are power hungry, a lot of them are authoritarian, and once them get a gun, them feel like them run the world and them can't do anything to people and talk to people any way they want. So that's probably why they did what they did. So it's 1 hour and 15 minutes, 1 hour and 14 minutes. At the 15-minute mark is when I will definitely get off here. I'm sure my lovely children, well, Milani, will be up soon. And look at that. My hairstylist just emailed me and told me to remember that I have a hair appointment tomorrow and I need to pull out and wash my hair. So I need to go do that, get off here, pull my hair out and go wash my hair. But yeah, you guys have 2 minutes left, so you guys can talk about what you want to talk about, and I'll just put it up on the screen. Our ancestor, fallen card, whatever your name, Cardigan. I'm gonna take you out my chat. I, I don't care what you believe in. Our ancestors cannot give account for anything we do under the actual art or we're responsible for our own actions. Yes, we're responsible for our own actions. Everybody live them, have them sins, and whatever they believe in. They're allowed to believe in it. I just don't feel like black people are made for any religion. They're made for spirituality, and I said what I said. You can't stop talking about the religion thing now because you've been done and off of that. Let me close out these texts. My computer is moving slow. Bridget Shaw said Rasta put Jamaica on the map. Yes, they did. And they're due for a lot of things. Like the whole cannabis thing that they're doing in Jamaica, Rastafarian should be the first. Them need to give those people special hands. Give them repatriation because you know persecute them for years, Fari. No one they try to make money off of it. Them are the first. Them need to get specialties as far as that is concerned because peer American and Canadian they go Jamaica go take up the cannabis business. So, may hope people are watching and seeing what's happening as far as that is concerned. I too believe her story. I think the government and the JCF is just trying to cover their asses for the wrong that they've done to this young lady. Trek should be ashamed of treating another female like she did. Enough of that woman, I went to go in a police force, them believe them are the best thing since life's bread. They said that two other inmates saw her doing it for 2 days and she told two classmates that she did. Yes, that's what they were saying. But the thing is, where are those inmates and where are those classmates? The inmate that said that they saw them doing it for 2 days. I need them to show proof that they were actually in lockup with her at the same time that she was in lockup. I need them to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that they're credible, and I need them to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that they didn't get paid off to say what they did. Until then, I believe everything that Nzinga said. You know, most witnesses don't like to get involved in anything that involves police. So the people in the car, they won't come forward. It's sad though. Yes, they won't. And that's one of the big reasons. But honestly, if she knows the people in the car and know their names and where they're somewhat of a vicinity of where they live, and she want to go to civil court, she can get them subpoenaed and they have to go to court. I know if ands or buts about it or if they want to go to court or not, unless they will run away from which part they live and come back. Forensic evidence where her hair was found in the vent in her cell, not in the bathroom where she said the police did it. Forensic evidence is that's the thing. These police officers can take her hair that they cut off and put it wherever they want it to corroborate their story. And this is why I'm not questioning anything that she has said at all. It looks like the gym is going well. I see it in your face. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, yes. I'm still in my gym clothes actually. I'm actually in my gym clothes still. But yeah, the gym is going great. If you watch my last vlog, you will see my progress. And let me see how many days we have until we show our bodies again. We have, I think we have a week. Yeah, or a little bit over a week. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. We have like 10 days until all me and Babe have to strip down on our channels and actually show our body again. And it's going to be 1 month. So everybody that was joining us as far as getting healthy and fit is concerned, you will see both of us strip down and you will see the progress that we have been working on in my vlog that's coming up. Well, not this one because I have Valentine's vlog. I have stuff up my sleeve. I have fun stuff up. But other one, I'm going to show you guys like a grocery haul of things that I buy. And I'm going to show you guys some of like how I plan out my meals for the week. But the gym is great. Your girl is bench pressing like 75 pounds. And I'm losing the belly, but I'm keeping the butt. So your girl is happy. Okay? Your girl is happy. You look wonderful and rested. I look rested. I was up actually doing homework last night for a minute, and I have homework to do. So I need to go wash my hair, and I need to go get do homework, and I need to come off this damn live. I enjoy the live with you. I'm using that as my religious excuse for work. Pray go through here. They respect more than Jamaica. And yes, a lot of countries respect religious belief as far as Rastafarian is concerned and their culture is concerned more than Jamaicans do. I'm going to the gym and a personal trainer. Get it, Mama. Jet Shelley says I'm going to, and I'm going to the gym and personal trainer too. Big up to you, big up to everybody that's putting themselves first and getting to a better version of themselves. I love you guys. Thank you guys for spending the hour and 20 minutes with me. And I'll see you guys next week, same place, same time. Drop comments in the comment section once this video is posted of what I should talk about next week. And I'll see you then. Deuces. Oh, and follow my Instagram because that's where I post out all my workouts every single day. I show how many calories I burn, how many steps, all of that. Follow me on IG. It's Shakira's Fair also. Shameless plug. I had to plug that in here.